You can fucking achieve the absolute impossible. But you don't need great parents. You don't need private school. You don't need to have this humongous GPA and all this other shit. What you need is a brutal work ethic. You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world.
Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
This is one of the most important things that I've ever found in my life. When I was 21 years old, I was living in a little apartment. I was working on a construction job. It was 35 degrees below zero outside. I didn't have a car. I didn't have any money in the bank. My clothes were old. I had failed out of high school. And I looked around me in that cold winter in that little apartment with no future and not much of a past. And I said to myself, if ever I want anything to change, it's up to me. That's the time where I really got scared. It suddenly hit me right between the eyes that if I wanted my life to be different, it was up to me to make my life different. And if I can get only one point across to you in this simple segment, this little segment is that the starting point of flying to the stars, the starting point of taking complete charge of your life, the starting point of great success and great achievement is to accept complete unconditional responsibility. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to you.
Most people don't focus on their mindset. Most people are focused on exterior factors. They think that everything that happens to them is by chance. And they don't realize that a lot of things that happen to them are things that they attract. Because you attract the things that you are, and you are what you do, and you do what you think about. And the power of the mind is one very simple thing: the ability to direct your attention towards a specific given objective, and then to have the willpower to pursue it. You need to have a clear goal. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going to go in life. You need to be able to be very specific about the life that you want, about who you want to become. Mindset, your ability to develop thoughts, is extremely important because your thoughts dictate and create your reality. Thoughts lead to actions. Actions lead to behaviors, and behavior leads to lifestyle.
If you aren't naturally tired at night and excited in the morning, then you probably haven't found something meaningful to work on. You are not stressed from doing too much. You are stressed from doing too little of what you care about. Instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. Confront the work. People think they need perfect conditions to start, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition.
The odds were stacked against me. I won anyway, because I win.
You won because you got luck.
I don't get luck. I make my own luck.
The biggest mistake a person can do is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now.
If your 20s work day and night,
Do as many things, learn as much as you can, fail as often as possible.
What about work-life balance in your 20s?
Fuck it. Because that's the time to put in the hard work. Your work-life balance actually comes out later.
People's opinion of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours. You get in a lot of trouble worrying about what somebody think about you, when really, what difference do it make? The majority of people who have a negative viewpoint of you really don't even know you.
You don't need talent. You need discipline.
Talent? I don't believe in talent.
Talent is not enough anymore.
You have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need. And you have to have the will to win.
Effort, dedication, work hard.
A lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation.
And if you don't dedicate it 100%, not gonna reach the level that you want.
I'm talking about the grind. The fucking grind. Your feelings have to go away.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you fucking do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the fucking odds. You have to believe it's possible. Okay? And when you believe something is possible, everything else will figure itself out.
How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? The only thing stopping us is ourselves. Take one step in the right direction, and you're halfway there to making the dreams come true.
Hey, dawg, look, we got 4 months left into the new year, bro. I know you probably feel like you ain't, do everything you're supposed to do, but I'm telling you right now, if you lock in today, if you start today, 4 months is just enough time for you to get your life together, bro. You're not too late. You on time. I'm letting you know right now, if you just get focused, you grind, you cut out all the distractions, bro, you just lock in on your goal, I'm telling you gonna get it, bro. But I can't trust in you more than you trust yourself. I believe in you, though. Be safe.
Never complain, never explain. And what it means is, don't complain about life. Don't explain what you're doing or why you're doing it. Just do it. By whining and complaining, all you're doing is making people think bad things about you, looking weak. Well, you have a mindset where everything is kind of a potential complaint. Stop whining and stop explaining yourself and just do things in the world and let your actions speak for themselves.
The bad days create the story that I'm one day going to tell myself about what I got through. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the bad days, the story would be way more lame. There would be no glory in overcoming anything, because what did you overcome?
Why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can make your dream come true, you can grow immensely in the next few years. Why not you?
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. Success is not a comfortable procedure. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble.
You just start. There's no process, and it takes a long time to learn. But really, the only way to get there is just start. Overthinking the process will kill any career. You just have to do, not think.
Remember, it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that separates winners from losers. The Greek philosopher Epictetus once said that circumstances do not make the man or woman, they merely reveal him to himself. The response to the adversity of life is the real measure of who you are and what you're made of.
Most people walk around with no goals, no ambition. They don't know where they're going. It's like a ship with no destination. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Once you know where you want to go, then you direct your time, your energy, and your attention to the execution and the achievement of that goal. If you want to make money, you will make money. If you want a good network, you will have a good network. It's all about intention. But most people walk around in life thinking that life is just a big fat lottery, and it's just not that case. Those that live by the lottery of life most likely end up losing because you're just gambling. I don't want to gamble with my life, so what I do is I set a goal, and then I focus my time, energy, and attention, which truly are the only assets that you have. So when a lot of people come to me, they're like, Luke, I have nothing. Brother, you and I have the same exact thing. Time, energy, and attention.
Real reality is, no matter how much emotion or feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever.
Patience. Patience is a skill we must master. Patience is one of the most valuable skills a human being must master. And I'm working hard to master it, and I feel I'm getting there, so time will show all of them. That's it. Right now, I'm focused on the belt. Focused. Positivity, good thoughts. And I would say a prayer for those who try. Of course, me, I try. That's it.
Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived. You have arrived.
The only way to become more successful than most people is to be willing to do something most people aren't willing to do.
Look, anybody can do things that are easy. You know, it's like, how do you behave when things are difficult, when the shit hits the fan? That's what defines you.
Everything worth doing is hard. The more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means no one else will do it. More for you.
And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you. Watch this.
In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
And I think if you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to, oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to fucking try.
To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me.
effort, dedication, work hard, because the talent is not enough anymore.
Every single winner feels the same as you do. The difference is they do not quit.
Yeah.